Hello everybody, welcome to the Tube. So much going on. Here's our lineup. The EU plans to knock ISIS off the web. Can it be done? GoPro presents its new action camera, but does size matter? An app to set up lunch meetings with friends. Who needs it? Why is online shopping solution giant Avantgate coming to Israel? And what does Google's AI see when it looks at our world? Questions, answers right now. Can Europe fight ISIS online? The European Union's police force has a new task force that wants to boot the Islamic State off social media by tracking down the group's most influential users and killing their accounts. Known as the European Union Internet Referral Unit, officers will investigate online messaging by supporters of Islamic State or other radical organizations attempting to recruit foreigners. The number of ISIS-affiliated social media accounts is estimated in the tens of thousands. Europol may have more success working with social media companies to freeze influential accounts, but many ISIS-affiliated users simply pop back up with a different account once their current one is banned. So, well, good luck, Europe. It's shopping time. Many sites and companies who want to sell software online encounter the same problem. It's just way too complicated to sell, send, and manage the connection with your customer online. This is where a company called Avantgate comes in. Avantgate is the digital commerce service that helps digital businesses finally solving the complexity of online commerce, subscription billing, and global payment for software. The company has been working with companies such as HP and Kaspersky. But what interests us is that Avantgate is now getting into the Israeli market. That's why the company held an event at Tel Aviv last week. What are they looking for in the Israeli market, and who buys software anyway? We'll soon answer all that, but check their promo out first.
This leaves you with a tough question. Can your current systems for commerce keep up? Because as you start to support more channels and more models, each system with its own rules and ways of connecting, it's getting to be one great complicated mess. And it's no longer about the customer. Remember him? There is a way out of this. Avantgate, the leading cloud commerce platform, designed specifically to service this new customer-centric world. Avantgate gives you the power to do exactly what you need to without the hassles. With Avantgate, you can align your existing systems, and you know you've got the speed and flexibility to embrace the rapidly changing needs of the digital marketplace. Trusted by thousands of software and cloud service vendors, Avantgate lets you go live in minutes, not months. Sell in over 100 countries, and manage your subscription and recurring revenues.
With us via Skype from California is Carl Theobald, CEO of Avantgate. Good evening.
Hi, good evening.
So tell us a little bit about Avantgate. Where do I, as a customer, meet you?
Sure. Well, look, I mean, Avantgate is a digital commerce solution provider enabling thousands of software, SaaS, and online services companies, so think anything as a service, enabling them to sell instantly online across the globe in over 180 countries worldwide. So you can think of us as kind of commerce as a service, making it easy for companies who want to sell digital goods or services. Think of any subscription-based service that you might use. We make it easy for those companies to get to market quickly and start selling those services online.
You say make it easy, but try and help me understand what changed in recent years that it's no longer enough to just, sell software online.
Well, yeah, no, there has been absolutely an explosion in online services. We call this the new services economy. And if you just think of it in our own lives, right? I mean, folks sign up for Hulu and Amazon Prime and, you name it. We actually did a survey looking at consumer and behavior, and we do this regularly. So last year, we found that 50% of consumers in the U.S., this was done, we talked to 1,000 consumers in the U.S. here, and 50% paid for an online service. at least one online service. That has moved to now 78% this year. And if you think of power users, folks who sign up and pay for 5 or more online services at the same time, that's a lot of online services. Last year it was 2%, this year up to 15%. So what we're seeing is that folks, I mean, it makes sense. This is a mobile-first, cloud-first world, and people want to access services from their device anywhere, anytime.
So Avangay held a big event in Tel Aviv recently. What did you find here?
Well, look, Israel is a very exciting market for us. Absolutely. I mean, this is truly the startup nation. And so recently, we absolutely have made investment. We've hired up a team in Israel. We actually held our event, as you point out, in Tel Aviv, I think about 10 days ago. And we had almost 50 folks come, and it's our first event. It was a great event. We had a lovely dinner. It was our first kind of inaugural event, if you will, into the Israeli market, and the first of many to come. But Israel is particularly exciting because there is huge innovation in terms of the number of tech startups that are coming out of Israel. And what we want to do is we want to help them to just focus on their core IP so they can be the best at what they do, and then be a commerce as a service partner to enable them to start selling worldwide so they can get their services sold across the globe and not have to worry about that, but instead worry about their core IP.
Yeah, that sounds like a reasonable plan. But you know, Israel is considered to be one of the top pirated software users in the world. Is this a source for concern for you?
Well, you know, what's interesting about that is that this shift to this online services, a shift away from kind of downloadable software to online services is actually kind of doing away with a lot of the piracy issues. I mean, people now are being entitled to access their service, which is obviously being hosted in the cloud, versus being a piece of digital software that can be copied, pirated, and distributed. So I think that shift that we're seeing from kind of downloadable software to more online services that people are paying for and buying on a subscription is having a dramatic impact on kind of the piracy landscape.
Okay, well, thank you very much for spending time with us, and good luck in the future.
Absolutely. Thanks for having me.
It's shooting time. GoPro has announced a new action camera, their first new camera line in 9 years, and it's the smallest camera yet. The new GoPro Hero 4 Session is 50% smaller and 40% lighter than the Hero 4, and its cube-style design is strangely similar to Polaroid's Cube Plus action camera. But unlike old GoPro cameras, the new GoPro is limited to a maximum resolution of 1080p high definition rather than the 4K format supported by some other versions. This small wonder will cost you $399, just like the old model. The reviews have been mixed though, saying the old GoPro has a superior picture quality and setting the new camera can get confusing, but it's so small and cute and pretty and we want one. Microsoft may have found a way to infiltrate to your iPhone and Android. The company launched a new app today that takes up the impossible task of setting up a meeting with your friends for lunch. It's called Toss Up, and it's actually pretty neat. The goal is to remove the hassle of having to coordinate plans over various medias, from email to text messages, and instead collect the entire conversation in one place. Toss Up lets you invite friends via email, SMS, or Facebook to vote on options like, things like restaurants, things to do, or places to go. One user can provide suggestions for where to eat. The app will pull up the reviews and details while friends vote on their preferences and pick a time. Here is Microsoft's pitch for their cute new app.
My friends don't suck, but getting them all together does. My social butterfly texts.
My spin class, drinks with Michelle, a late movie.
My problem child emails.
Gluten-free, dairy-free, and soy-free.
And my abyss, where my plans just die.
Me again. Left you like 10 messages. You checking voicemail?
Hello? It shouldn't be this hard. We're going to Toss Up. I ask where to go, when to meet. We get details, vote, and I see the results roll in. Toss up. Decide together.
And I thought WhatsApp groups were meant for that, but hey, you know, an application is cute, and your friends do not suck, lady from the ad. Now, the US might have just beaten Japan at soccer in the Women's World Cup, but the Japanese are already moving on to another great sport. Wait for it, giant robot fighting. Hiya! Japanese company Soibodashi Heavy Industry has accepted the challenge from US rival Mega Boots Inc. to a giant robot duel. We talked about the American invitation last week, with the Americans asking to showcase their new gun-powdered robots by kicking the Japanese few. Soibodashi founder Kogoro Kurata saying, "Yeah, I'll fight, absolutely." Kurata, who designed and built Soibadashi's 4-ton mech robot, said, "We can't let another country win this. Giant robots are Japanese culture." He also mentioned that putting guns on everything is such an American thing to do and proposed a robot fist fight instead. We'll keep you updated as this war escalates. Google has spent the last few years teaching computers how to see, understand, and appreciate our world. Lovely. The search giant hopes it will allow programs to classify images just by, well, looking at them. There's one problem. The computers, our world, they look like a horrible nightmare. The artificial neural networks used by Google work out what's in an image by analyzing layers until they finally decide what is going on. Until it gets there, the photo gets so many layers, it becomes an original monster of its own. Now Google have let the image recognition code out on the loose, and there's already a tool to upload an image and see how Google's computer's eyes see it. The results are horrifying and mesmerizing. Here's a scene from Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas as a computer will see it. Beware, it's, well, just beware.
$1965, the great San Francisco acid wave. I recall one night in a place called the Matrix. There I was. Mother of God, there I am. Holy f***. Clearly I was a victim of the drug explosion. A natural street freak, just eating whatever came by.
Anybody wants some LSD? I got all the makings right here. All I need is a place to cook.
I decided to eat only half of the acid at first.
Wow, trippy. Yeah, though the movie, they're on acid, but all the animals you just saw, that's Google, not the movie. Now, here is a sentence you can hear only on the tube. A video featuring a beauty blogger with adult acne has been watched more than 7 million times. The video, titled "You Look Disgusting," shows some of the comments that M. Ford received online after posting images of her face with and without makeup. It's a sad, sad world. Now, just before the end of the show, how about a cup of coffee? Rat and Link wished for a cup of coffee, but just couldn't decide on which coffee to get. Here is their latest sketch.
take the same thing, but add a little reduced fat white chocolate drizzle to mine.
And to mine as well.
2 large half-calf scalded almond milk lattes, 4 pumps vanilla, 1 pump cinnamon, an extra half shot sweetened with agave nectar at 167 degrees with room for cream, and reduced fat white chocolate drizzle.
You know what? I think I just want to add some grapefruit honey yogurt scone shavings.
I'll take some of those too, but I'll also add 2 1/4 tablespoons of a drink that somebody returned because their name was misspelled.
Okay.
Yeah, that was almost funny. And that's it. Show's over. Thank you very much for watching. I'll be back tomorrow with a brand new show of The Tube. Log on to our website, i24.tv. And always remember, the face of a child can say it all, especially the mouth part of the face. That's Jack Handy. Goodbye.